Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. I'm George Conley with Scratch Golf Tips, and today we are going to be talking about the hybrid, something that a lot of people have in the bags, but they don't necessarily like to play. So we're going to talk about a few mistakes that are often made with the hybrid and how we can easily fix them. So for the longest time, I was not much of a hybrid guy. I actually had no hybrids in my bag for the past 5 years, but I recently picked up this 3 hybrid, and I've really liked using it from the 220 to the 240 range. It's a very versatile club, and I love it off of really tight lies in the fairway. It's been a huge help to me. But a very common question regarding the hybrid is, well, how should I be hitting this? Because it is a hybrid of a 3-wood and, say, an iron of some sort, especially a long iron. Should I be hitting it like a 3-wood? Should I be hitting it like a long iron? What's the correct answer? So what a lot of people will resort to is sweeping the club through impact. When I say sweeping, it means basically just coming through the ball, picking the ball off the turf fairly cleanly and going through. Because with a 3-wood, you don't really take a divot when you're hitting with a 3-wood. Absolutely, you're not supposed to. With a 3-iron, you do generally take a little bit of a divot. So what we want to do with the hybrid is not sweep through impact. We can't be sweeping through impact. The reason why is because we do need a slightly downward angle of attack, just like any other club other than a 3-wood or driver, to get this ball up in the air. If we try and pick it, unless you're absolutely perfectly precise where the millimeter of the bottom of this club is on the turf, you're going to be hitting it a little bit thin because you're going to pick it like this, so then the ball is going to be hitting the bottom of your hybrid club face. Now, sometimes you can get away with this. Sometimes you'll pick it and the ball will get up. It generally won't be very shapeable. It won't be very spinny, which some people like to be able to shape those long shots. And it certainly won't go as far as a well-struck hybrid shot. What we want to be doing is have a slightly downward angle of attack into the ball. When you think of a divot that you have with a wedge, a 60-degree wedge, you have a dollar bill divot, fairly decent sized divot. We do not want nearly as much grass and dirt with a hybrid as you do a wedge. But if you do catch a little bit of turf, maybe you get a little bit of dirt after the ball, that is not the worst thing in the world. This heavily depends on your swing. Me personally, I do hit a fade, I do come across the ball a little bit, so I am fairly steep through impact. So with this hybrid, I will often take a divot. It won't be very big at all. It'll be right around the divot size of a 4-iron for me. So, not those dollar bill divots, but I'm absolutely getting turf and dirt after the ball. There's a great term that describes the type of impact we're looking for that has helped me and a few others, and that is the concept of bruising the ground after the ball. You don't want to be getting really intense, swatting at the ball like you would a wedge, getting super steep. But if you want to just give the ground a little bit of a bruise, and obviously we want to get that after the ball. Ball first, then turf, even with a hybrid type club. And again, like anything, this does take time to trust because you need to adjust some parts of your setup as well. A lot of people like to have and feel these hybrids in the front of their stance, closer to their inside heel like they would a driver or a 3-wood. It's very difficult to bruise the ground when the ball is that forward in the stance, because then you're going to be bruising the ground almost in front of your foot. Logically, mechanically, that just doesn't make any sense. So you're going to have to become a little bit more comfortable putting that ball slightly back in the stance and maybe having a little bit more weight on that front foot, having the weight forward on your left. Again, you don't want to be off balance. You don't want to be really front foot weight forward like you would a wedge or even a middle iron like a 7-iron. We want to work away from that. Really, to describe it all it's a very simple way, this is a hybrid between a wood and a long iron. So let's understand it in that way. Let's use its name. We want the ball to be a hybrid between where you would have your 3-iron and 3-wood, put it right in between there, and you want to have a level of steepness and a divot right between that. Like anything, this comes with some time on the range. These aren't easy clubs to become comfortable with. You're going to have to put in some work, especially if you haven't been exposed to using hybrids. So just keep that in mind, put some work in. A fitting absolutely helps get fit for your shaft, get a new grip on the club. Some hybrids, I believe this one, it has a loft adjuster right on the hosel. So there are definitely things that you can do to give yourself a better chance, but it really does come down to the work you're willing to put in to practice and become comfortable with a hybrid in your hands. I'd love to hear your thoughts on hybrids. Leave any comments down below on if you use them, if you don't use them. Let me know why. Let me know when you like to use them and how you've practiced to become better at utilizing your hybrid on the golf course. If you'd like to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe to the Scratch Golf Tips YouTube channel and turn on post notifications so that you can be notified every time a new video comes out. We also have over 130 videos already on the channel, so check out the channel to watch any of those videos that we've previously uploaded. As always, thank you very much for watching, play well, and take care.